Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection. Good morning, Natalia. Good morning, everybody out there in Tarot land. I was sitting here thinking, as I do, shuffling in the morning, I can't remember what specifically got me to buy my first tarot deck, which was the Joffrey deck. What's his name? Sitting over there. This black and white deck. And then I bought the deck, this one that's got this lovely little background to it. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Jenna. How are you? Oh, man. Yeah, we got some sunlight out there, but it looks cold. But I can't remember back in the 90s why I bought my first tarot decks and why I picked it up and what I found so interesting. I guess I've just always been into strange things. I don't know. But here we are. So welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, daily inventory, and an excuse to remember just to take a breath in the morning. It's funny. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, it's like you've done something repetitively and you've got proof you've done it at least 900 times. Is it like an antibiotic? Does it really just slowly affect you and cause that positive change and you just don't realize it? And then where would I mean, it has to have had some kind of a positive influence, but it's just, good morning, Maureen. It's just one of those things that my brain is just kind of running all over the place this morning. But this is just an excuse to maybe help people remember to take that breath. And a reminder that it's like we can start a day by putting our feet flat on the floor, rolling our ankles a little bit, our butts doing the kitty dance, getting our butts comfortable, checking in with the shoulders, the neck, and then listening to the cars like they're the sounds of the ocean. Or you could ring a bell or something that just reminds us, it's like, okay, shifting gears, checking in with the universe. See if there's any angers or resentments or anything like that. Ramble, 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 ramble. Is my coffee empty? That's the problem. My coffee cup's empty. So, let's see what we have for today. So, what am I going to do then? Good morning, Angelina. Guess what I'm going to do, Angelina? I'm going to make our 3 stacks. It's like each one's a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one path. This conversation is going to be a different path. This one is going to lead us down a different path. So today, let's take the top stack, or what I like to think of as things that might be right in front of us and we don't even see it. One of the things that I didn't realize is how much I close my eyes during this. So sometimes I need to get video clips, and a clip or something like that. And I just didn't realize it's like my eyes stay closed so much during this, and I don't even realize it. I just kind of go in. But I'm going to do hour, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do our 4 cards here. And not worry about whether my eyes are open or not. And I'm going to flip each card over one at a time, like we're reading the pages of a book. And so for the first card, well, what can we say? So a lot of people, when you get a tarot reading, there's certain spreads, certain ways to do it, where you might want to grab what's called a significator card. It's this particular card in the tarot represents me. Most people suggest getting a major card. But for some reason, this is the card that I've always been attracted to, which is the Four of Swords. So swords are our thoughts, our ideas, and sometimes our anxieties. And fours are about stability, like the four corner, four legs on a table, etc. But this card, so we have this mental stability, this moment of finding peace. And I think it's because this is what I look for. And I do like how she's got the little stained glass here. But I think that what attracts me is that, two things actually. One, these could almost be like the sword of Damocles where it's hanging over, but still being able to find peace. Here's the difficulties of the world, but still looking for that sense of peace. And it's funny because lately I've been trying to get good sleep. For the past few nights, I've gotten pretty much 8 hours sleep. When we're rested, when we are not letting these swords hanging over us disrupt where we are mentally, it helps us to be able to be more clear-sighted. And again, it's like the news, it's almost like somebody out in that world is like trying to throw so much at us, that so much wrongness, that we can't focus on one thing, which means we can't be clear-sighted because we are so emotionally wrapped up in a million things, we can't focus on one. The Justice card. This card can be many things. It can be about, you're going to go to court. Some people say things like, but this Justice card is about being clear-sighted. You can see this Justice is not blind. Their sword is upright and straight. They have their scales. This is about being able to clear our minds, being able to see things for what they are without an emotional lens. And when we can do that, we can see clearly, we can judge clearly, we can act instead of react. And then we have the King of Cups. So, kings are the adulting card. This is when we have to take care of things. We need to make sure our kingdoms are taken care of. We need to make sure that we're fed, the people around us are fed, that our crops are growing, that we're going to work, that we're doing all those things like that. And cups are our feelings, our emotions, our spirituality. Cups are the element of water. So you can imagine that a King of Cups then is somebody who needs to be able to be clear-sighted. Kings are the element of air, just like swords. And it's about being clear-sighted. And with the cups, a King of Cups is usually empathetic, able to see things clearly for the way they are, but not being rigid about the rules. But it's difficult to do that sometimes in this world, because we have all these distractions and things like that. So sometimes, as I say, I don't just say past, present, future, heart, mind, spiritual. I let the cards tell me. And the Justice card looks like it's the center of a scale. And it's almost like we're weighing things out. Because with the King of Cups reversed, we're reacting. We are taking things, and we're running with it, and we're having difficulty seeing clearly because we're being blinded by those things around us. And so we react. We feel instead of think. So let's take a look at the advice card. The advice card is the Fool reversed. So this morning we have two majors. We have the Justice card about being clear-sighted. And what is the opposite of that? We have a reflection here. We have a mirrored image which shows the Fool reversed. The Fool is the exact opposite of being clear-sighted. The Fool is about closing our eyes to the way things are. The Fool is saying, I can't deal, I'm just going to walk off a cliff. So today as we look at this with our majors, and the majors are the destiny cards. Minors are just day to day. But we need to reflect on how we are feeling today and how we're letting things pull us around, emotionally manipulate us. Are we feeling, even if we have the sword of Damocles, 3 of them hanging over us by a thread, can we control it? If we realize that we have things that are just not under our control, but we're not going to let them stop us from finding our peace, then we will be able to act and think clearly and not be the fool. Or we have self-righteous indignation. We can yell at the TV set. We can yell at the internet. We can make long posts on Reddit about anything that seems to turn us away from, anything that seems to be emotionally pulling us, and yet not focusing and not able to run our kingdom with a sense of peace. So today, let's think about the things that are making us, that's just taking our sense of peace, which means taking away our clear-sightedness, which means doing exactly what it seems like somebody out there wants us to do. This is what they want, but reversed. They want us stumbling around blindly because we are so overwhelmed. And when we become overwhelmed, we are the King of Cups in reverse. But the deal is, let's fool them and fool everybody. And let's actually embrace the sword of Damocles. Let's be willing to, if it's going to be there hanging over us, and we can't control that thread, then let's accept it so that we can find that inner peace and we can be able to judge and see things clearly. So today, it's about being able to, because think of how we affect other people around us. When I am calm and I discuss things rational, then I am spreading calm and rationality. When I am emotional and I'm hammering the internets with memes and I'm reposting news images and things like that because of anger and fears, then I'm spreading angers and fears. And it's not pointed. And that's, I get the feeling that things are trying to manipulate us right now to have us keep shouting at each other. So, and I mean shouting at the people we love, saying, look at this, look at this. So today, let's embrace the sword of Damocles as we go forward and find the positive from that. It's not easy, but we'll be okay. So with that, Have a good day. Take care. And I personally am going to try and find the sunshine out there. So take care, and I will see you all again tomorrow.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears.